Welcome one and all. Before it gets too late, let's just jump right in. So we got previously on Alan Wake.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
We're going to go ahead and restart that checkpoint because I need to see the whole thing.
I felt groggy.
Alright, hold on. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that's fine. Wait. Ooh. Missed a few pages there. Missed a few pages there. Missed one fucking page. 3. I missed 3 pages. And there, of course, are all the ones with the little symbol thing. Last time I clicked continue, it did the previously on Alan Wake. I don't know why it's not doing it now.
I felt... Previously on Alan Wake.
This is what I wanted.
I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Faster.
Ah.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Okay. Save all the statistics? It does save all this. Alright, never mind. I was afraid for whatever reason it would replace all that, but okay.
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we
Yeah,
feeling
bitch!
better
Punch
now?
him!
Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good. This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip.
Nice springs.
Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
A map? I think that's me. And that's the darkness.
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Yeah.
This way, Alan.
I saw my opportunity and I jumped out the window. There's a big bear.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
Lies!
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that.
Bullshit!
You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation
that's right. There is a walk
of your
button.
subconscious
I forgot.
mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind?
No!
You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know
Damn it.
this. Everything can be explained logically.
Just trying to find my escape route. Well, apparently that's not even a door. That's a big old sundial. Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated. TZ, in the memory of a dear friend and a poet. I don't trust this man. I'm gonna let the intrusive thoughts win and push him over the fence. Better watch him stumble.
Never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Cauldron
believe
Lake spread below
Tolkien
us.
came here and
I could
wrote
see
about
Mirror
this.
Peak on the other side of the lake.
It's called the
I
Misty
thought I could make
Mountains.
out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no
Does it look
matter.
like Alan's looking right
This
into
way.
the camera?
Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the
I
illness.
let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the
obviously
one
loved
trying
his
to
own
bring you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do
nails
it
into
by
the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Punch him! Yeah! Take the keys.
Come along. Let's go inside.
Fuck you looking at?
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's
Fuck
wonderful.
is your problem?
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
What's with the fucking tweaker?
Yeah, that's right.
Emerson.
I got you. I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be
Thermos.
scared. But you can't
Hi,
just
Thermos.
decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry.
I'd like to leave now. The Creator's Dilemma, the engaging new book by Dr. Emil Hartman, the author of the best-selling Creative Flow. His groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, trademark, and the flow, trademark, explained in his own words, now available in bookstores across the country. How's it going, Pops?
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Sure. You're doing great. God damn it. Every door's locked in this fucking insane asylum. I'm sorry. Treatment facility. I'm gonna throw that guy into the fire.
now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy.
I have?
As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Oh, sorry. I'm eating lemon heads. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure that they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged in their own creative processes. Oh. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission. Oh, fuck, sorry. Yeah, my headpiece went down the wrong pipe. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are creatively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them. I have concerns that I'm not allowed to leave.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I don't
I'd
like
like
this
to
person.
bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Sane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we'd forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
He's checking on it now.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh?
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
Typewriter's in your room.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
All right, then. Oh, look. It's another QR code. I'll leave this up here for a minute so you can get the QR code.
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
It's another YouTube video. I'm watching it right now.
Deer lies in the shore.
All right, well, that was creepy as shit.
You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Bitch, I know how I can get to my room.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I don't know.
Got a hammer.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Of course it needs a key.
It's my store. I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby! Hammer's Way will have its say rise up in their name!
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
It's time to pay the piper!
Where did he get an actual hammer? That's a really good question.
Beat our wrinkled adult diapered asses for it, since you're so tough, Bert.
We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before?
Wait a minute. Can I unlock the one dude's room up here? Can I unlock all their rooms?
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
He's probably kidding, Bert. He's got a great sense of humor.
Okay, I can't.
Oh.
She's coming too. Well, maybe.
Children of the Elder God, scorch a light upon the dawn.
Ooh. Yoink.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Might as well hit play.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time.
He drinking?
He's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No.
Ugh.
I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
That's a creepy-ass fucking painting.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
Thermos!
You okay?
Get out of the way, Barry!
I mean,
Thermos.
no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Uh-oh. 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 Because Barry's fat ass is in the way, and I'm stuck in this animation. Fuck. Alright, hold on.
But it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated.
We gotta hear that whole
and there was
speech
no
again.
key.
Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them. The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right. The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Fuck!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you.
If that thermos is there, then the other
There was
thermos.
no time
No,
to
the
waste. I
thermos!
had to go to Hartman's office, get the missing pages, and get out.
I'll never get the thermos
We
now.
need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You don't need to listen to all that bullshit again. Hey, a gun!
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well.
Wow!
God. Really, Wake. Come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see?
Shoot him!
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
I just fed him to the darkness. Look at that smile. What an asshole.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Oh, what the fuck?
out of my way.
I need that thermos, though. It's over there. Well, it was over there. Oh, look, I can magically use this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Take that, you possessed furniture. I guess that thermos counted. Can I turn this on again? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Killing all the possessed furniture. Never run a gas generator inside a building. Oh God, what the fuck just hit me in the face? All I got is 1. It's just enough to get rid of the double bear. A light bulb attacked me. Come and get me, you giant ball thing. Oh my God, my health. Everything hurts. Ah! I need it to hit the door, but I have to somehow dodge this fucking thing.
Ow, ow! I'm here!
Shine that flashlight on me, Barry. Put the light on me. I need the light. Everything hurts. Maybe this thermos will cure what ails me. Ah. There's nothing like stealing thermoses. It gives me all the power in the world.
Ow! I'm over here!
I know you are! Shut up, Barry, before I shoot you in the face. The fuck? Suspended, Lauren Miller, 1989. It's that creepy fucking statue.
door, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Yeah.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al. Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
God damn it, really? That thing is just getting away.
Oh, geez, Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Why don't, yeah, just drive away. Save yourself, Barry. I gotta go through a goddamn hedge maze. Which I could just climb on top. Or, you know, light a match. Burn my way through. Alright. Right?
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
Yeah! Ah! Fucking tracksuit wearing motherfucker! Get a weirdo Russian mobster. Yoink. Why would they have a hedge maze like this?
I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
I just killed a groundskeeper. There are no mines up here for you, sir. Look at that, I made it through the maze in one go. I'm awesome.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 3 pills
It's
in the evening.
Mr. Burke.
You sleep like a baby. Like and I don't have to punish anybody. Stop struggling. This is just.
Do I really not have any fucking flares? Goodbye, Mr. Burke. You were a terrible orderly. God damn it, there was a flare gun right there. I could have shot Mr. Burke with the flare gun. It was a boss fight, and I almost died to birds. Oh, what a shot! That was my only grenade launcher, though. Who needs a grenade launcher when I got a shotgun? Oh, God, I got cornered. Fuck you. You little weirdo, come up behind me. Hit me with a fucking tonfa. Fucking wheelbarrow. Give me my thermoses. That's what gives me my powers. Fuck you. All right. Get some more rounds for my grenade launcher. Thermos. Yes. Here's Barry. See you later, Barry. It's time to go. Alright, let's see. I picked up a number of these. Holy shit. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate. For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
I think it's a nice way to say Barry lost his head.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver. Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan. Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure. Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he had had. Well, since Tom, really. "Sleep well, Alan," Hartman whispered with a smile. "Let me take care of you." He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Gross. So we know Barry falls at some point.
Al! You're alive!
I am!
Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Bitch!
Stop! Be here! Hang on, Al!
Oh! He got beat to right in front of Barry. Of course, it didn't help that assholes were climbing up on the things that I apparently can't jump over.
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it! I'm on it! Gotta be here! Come on out! Oh, hey!
Yeah!
I found it! Ah, no, wait for the twig!
God damn it, Barry! See that dodge? Woo!
Al, I found the key!
Oh, God! Eat a dick.
Al, we gotta go! Al,
He brought the
please tell me we're
standee
headed
with
for the
him.
nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
So what happened to Dr. Hartman?
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the
But
craziest.
maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this.
Ugh.
It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it.
Look out!
You're the one that was driving, Barry!
Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
My back! My knee! Oh, everything hurts.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch! There's no way you can climb down, though! It's like a sheer wall! Ah! Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a take-it! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh! Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Okay.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Barry kills one shadow creature and he's full of confidence now. I mean, that's good. I'd rather him be full of confidence. Yeah. You can knock over trees. Big fucking deal. Ooh, you move some 2x4s. Don't you hit me! Oh! I just want the thermos! Aha! I've defeated you. Yeah, you won't dare come down here. Parkour! Oh, never mind, no parkour. Runcore. These electrical systems are absolute dog shit. How the hell did he get back there? He's free! Bitch. You can't fit through there. Surprised he hasn't thrown a cinder block at me. Like the gun Bert and I invented when we were kids. The cinder block launcher. Alan, do you want to get hit by a fucking minecart? Because this is how you get hit by a minecart. By not fucking going up and around that fucking thing. Fucking Boyds.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Is there a thermos over here? There's no thermos over here.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
That's what I get for not paying attention. don't I just take that lantern? There's probably some oil left in it. I can pretend like I'm playing Amnesia: The Dark Descent again. One, 2, 3. Fuck your stairs!
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark. Gotta get through this area with no extra batteries.
Acids are good for your heart.
Woo! Aha! It just recharge the light. And you'd hit me in the face with a wrench, I think.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Ah, wonderful little campsite. Hell yeah, I'll take the heavy-duty flashlight. Too bad I can't use it as a melee weapon. I mean, if it's a mag light, which I think it is, you just...
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Lemonheads are being difficult.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Now I think we grabbed a couple.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Oh, fuck is wrong with this FBI agent?
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Oh, shit. Oop, bear trap. There's a lot of bear traps out here. Oh my god! Woo! I lost him. He'll never think to look for me in this spooky, broken house. Huh. Did he step in a bear trap? He just fell down here and he exploded. He was like a 3-foot fall. Oh yeah!
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Yeah, someone had left a gun behind. Name's Alan Wake. This is Alan Wake Jr. Damn, I was hoping the fucking bear trap would get him. Bear trap did nothing. Ooh, you motherfuckers! Headshot. See you later, assholes. You missed! Oh, god damn it. Make me waste ammo on you. dodge. Woo! What a dodge. Yeah, come on, motherfuckers. Fuck us.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Which means I could take the car. Fuck that driver. Hello? This isn't a home invasion.
Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
I'll be right up there, Barry. Hello, I'd like to say again, this is not a home invasion. Burry?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Huh.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
All right. That's pretty cool, actually. Write yourself into the story, but don't just give yourself plot armor.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Anymore.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
It's a good thing oh, wait, what? Yeah! It's a good thing Danny left that car right there for me to take. Wait a minute. Oh, I can go into the basement.
The front door was locked.
I mean, they are hunters, so this isn't really that terrible of a scene. Hey, flare gun! Got my grenade launcher. Finally, an outhouse I can use. Oh no, there's some sort of force field. It won't let me take my Alan Wake poo. I've been holding it since chapter 2.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
What the fuck? Don't say that. He's still alive now. Thermos. I'm in no way, shape, or form trying to find all 100 of them, but I'm compelled to get the thermoses, the furnaces. Like if I see them, I have to get them. That is one strong fence. Hello? Hell yeah. Ooh, and flashbangs? Oh my. We're getting all kinds of nice stuff. God damn it, Alan. Just fucking parkour over the fence. Enter the crawl space. Enter the crawl space. What the fuck did I just hit? I mean, I have to climb up to the top of the tower. I gotta see what's up here.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff.
You know, leaving all the lights on inside the cars, it's not a good thing. Oh, you sons of bitches. Bitch. Fuck out of here. To the farm. See that drift? Should have known about Alan Wake, because he was the Drift King. God, that movie was terrible. Run him down! Anybody else want a piece of Alan Wake? He's a madman behind the wheel. A madman. Suppose I gotta go in on foot. Just a man and his hunting rifle that he found. Take that, construction equipment! You've been defeated by the almighty flashlight. I think I could have fought the bulldozer and killed him this way, too. Oh no, I can't get through the tree. Is a wheat thresher gonna come after me now? Hell yeah.
Stay away from my door!
Ooh, look at that dodge! I like that they jump up when I kill them like that. That they're like, ah! They die and they want to say, I could have been in the NBA.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stocked! Al! Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on!
Oh shit!
Yes! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue! No! Damn it! Goddamn turn-of-the-century wiring! Hang on, Al! I'll get them working again, I promise!
Flash out! Oh! Asshole hit fucking hatchet! Ah!
Yes! Al! Stay in the light! Oh no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please! This is pretty much how I always wanted to go out! Rock and roll! Woo!
Ow!
Al, this may be the most awesome moment of our entire lives!
They are trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life? Really?
Alright, I'm gonna call it shenanigans and that's
Oh no, no! Why do you keep doing this to me? Do it for Barry, please, please, please!
Flash out!
Al, please don't let me die here. Although if I buy it, this is pretty much how I always wanted to go out. Rock and roll! Woo! Al, this may be the most awesome moment of our entire lives.
They are trying to kill us. That's the high point of my life? Really?
Children of the Elder
Flash out!
God! Enjoy it! God damn it! There! In the game! Yes! Oh! Can I do this?
Look at this big piece of shit coming up here. Flash out! Flash out! Oh my god! Oops. We blew up the shed by accident.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Also, we have a badass flashlight now.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
Hold on, keep finding manuscript pages. This one.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Maud had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly. Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders were particularly useful people, and a huge manhunt for one struck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
I fell into the fucking trench. Barry, you seen any thermoses around here lately? I'm starting to itch a little bit. Alan Wake, he needs his thermos fixed.
See, bestseller? No reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time.
Focus!
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
Woohoo! Is that a thermos I saw? Was it a thermos? No, it's just a trick of the light. It's just a trick of the light, Ryan. There's no thermos out there.
As the deputies hauled Wake and Wheeler away, Agent Nightingale eagerly examined the stack of papers Wake had been carrying. It was incomplete, a collection of random pages, but there was enough. He saw his own name in there, among others. His hand shook with emotion. Finally, it was proof. He had been right all along.
He'd been right all along. He just found the answer at the bottom of a bottle. So there's something up with Alan Wake guy. Gotta get him. Should we capture him and ask him a few questions? Shoot on sight.
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Oh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves, so how come I never heard it? Oh, Night Springs, man! Brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job, what got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
It's not even on! It bugged out. Oh, man. My thermos! Yes. Oh. I got my fix. I'll be good for like 20 minutes. Well, I guess that's one episode we won't get to watch because it glitched out. I saw the Viking longboat. There's another cutout right there.
The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram. It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
The Old Gods of Asgard, the 1975 Ragnarok Tour. Be awed by celestial wrath and fury. April 11th, Seattle, Washington. April 13th, Bakersfield, California. 14th, Long Beach, California. 17th, New York City, New York. 18th, Newark, New Jersey. April 22nd, Detroit, Michigan. 26th, Jacksonville, Florida. 27th, Tampa Bay, Florida. That's just Tampa. April 30th, New Orleans, Louisiana. May 1st, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I hit the wrong button. Thought I saw something flash there for a second. Full speed ahead!
Oh, good going, Al!
Bitch, I know. Fuck out of my face. Tracksuit wearing bitch. Right down here, Barry.
Fighting at the crops is hard work.
We done got ourselves a mini boss. Defeated.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
That's great, Barry. You keep being Barry. Yeah. Yeah, he just took a little bit of damage from that live wire sparking everywhere. I destroyed a car too. I'm all out of flashbangs though. God, those things are amazing. Did you see me blow up a car? Ah, the distillery.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal. The door was barred from the other side.
Okay?
I'd have to find another way.
Yeah, I found another way. Let's blow up the still. Yeah! I like the blowing up the still plant better. Right in the dick.
Whoa! You okay, Al? I'm good. Keep your eyes open,
Oh,
okay?
another thermos. Yes. Another thermos. There's a radio up top.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that...
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. Can't talk about that.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Yeah! Alan Wake kick.
Got to be kidding me.
It's the wheat thresher! I knew it! Yeah! Wheat thresher destroyed.
There are 65 billion cows and pigs in the world.
The fuck did he say? Take that motherfucker down. Thought I heard breathing for a second. Should have done that to the bulldozer. Should have shot it with the flare gun. Out of ammo. I like that it lets you click it still. I was gonna say, why did I need to come in here? I'm gonna tell Barry I beat up a fucking wheat thresher. I'd say he never believed me, but we've seen some shit. Ooh. Really?
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Did you see the size of that lock?
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al. Looks pretty heavy. Ah!
Just
hey, I think that's the farm.
shoves
on the other
his
side of the
shoulder
field.
into
We're
it.
almost
Yeah,
there.
I got it.
This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
Ooh. Take the chainsaw. Probably doesn't work. Old gods know the truth. Just doing a little bit of exploring. Got these giant trees holding up parts of their house. Fuck you, darkness. Darkness of the lake. Parkour. Do I have any other pages? No.
The lights are out. I guess we better check the fuse box.
You better check the fuse box. Thermos! I'm gonna leave an upper decker for these guys. If you don't know what an upper decker is, it's where you take a dump in the reservoir tank behind the toilet.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Hell yeah, another thermos. Alright, where's the door to the basement? That's a shit house.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch. Come on, Al, let's get the lights on, huh?
Again,
hold on.
Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Ooh.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course, we need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
Probably gonna get hit with a copyright in this too on YouTube. I got hit with it on the other video I had for like, it was like 10 seconds of a song. They're like, oh, there's copyright. It's like, Jesus Christ, people got nothing better to do.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
This is no time... Ah, fuck it.
I'm sorry about that. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
Yeah.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
I'm gonna go take B. Oh, he passed out on the floor. I'm Alan Wake. It's the manuscript page that we just read. We're the observer. First person view.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened.
Alice!
I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness.
You dove in!
Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and
Alice.
so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Ugh.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The fucking Overlook Hotel over there.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
Rise, my puppet.
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
So he spent like what, the next week just writing everything?
Yes. I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
I think she saw me.
I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
Shit. Huh.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Oh shit! End of the chapter. Skip.
Previously on
Nope.
Alan Wake.
Skip. Quit the menu. There we go. It's getting good. Quit out. We'll stop that. It's been about 2 hours. Oh, excuse me. Go ahead and just throw up on YouTube. Not throw up, but you know what I mean. Oh, look at that. It's a recap of yesterday's. Just jump right into it so you got something to watch. And I'm going to find me a story on the Reddit to read. Oh, fuck. That's really long. That's too long. That's not too long, but I don't want to read that much. Well, that's the one I read yesterday. There we go. It's a nice short one. As always, every story can be found on Reddit under the subreddit of No Sleep. Today's author, his name is Cynicism Nostalgia. Title, Apartment for Rent. Inquire within. I always liked having my own space. I had had my fair share of experience with cramped dorms and messy, inconsiderate roommates. It wasn't for me. So, when I found a small ground floor apartment near campus, I didn't hesitate. It wasn't fancy, but it had everything I needed. It was quiet, private, and fairly cheap. Perfect for my last year of university. Everything was good until the neighbors started complaining. It began with Miss Reed from next door, catching me in the hallway one morning. She looked tired, her eyes heavy with bags. Elizabeth, are you having late night parties? She asked, her voice sharper than usual. I blinked, confused. No, I go to bed at 10. She shook her head, a deep frown settling into her jowls. I hear music, laughing, banging on the walls. You should be more considerate. I hadn't heard a thing. I'm sorry, but it's not me, I promise. She just squinted at me like she didn't believe a word I was saying. Just keep it down. Nights were quiet on my end. I didn't throw parties or invite friends over. I'm a bit of a recluse, honestly. I barely left the apartment, aside from classes or library runs. Still, the complaints didn't stop. More neighbors started approaching me in the hallways, their faces drawn and annoyed, asking about noise, to keep it down. The thing is, though, every night I slept like a rock. Nothing woke me up. Nothing ever stirred. I tried staying up one night to catch the sound, but I was too exhausted. I wasn't going to sacrifice my sleep for something I knew I wasn't contributing to, so I passed out around 11 p.m. with no disturbances. One evening, after a long day of studying at the library, I came home to find a note slipped under the door. It was crumpled and hastily written, "Noise complaints. Handle it." Next to it, bizarrely enough, was a chocolate bar wrapper, a small amount of slick melted chocolate inside still, the letter itself smeared in it. I was pissed, to be honest. What the hell? It wasn't even me making the noise, and why? Why stuff your trash along with the letter? Frustrated and tired, I tossed the note onto the counter and the wrapper in the trash. Then I collapsed into bed and fell into a study-induced coma. That was the night things started going missing. At first, it was small stuff: pens, keys, a sock here or there. The usual, nothing suspicious. They always turned up, but never where I left them. I figured it was stress. Finals were around the corner, and I was so drowsy all the time. I chalked it up to forgetfulness. Then one morning, I found my toothbrush sitting on the coffee table. It was damp, tinged brown. The odd thing, I hadn't brushed my teeth yet. I knew I hadn't. I still had morning breath. It was tinged brown. Ugh. I started wondering if I was sleepwalking. Could I have been getting up in the middle of the night, moving things without realizing it, making loud noises? I considered having a friend stay over to keep an eye on me, but that felt extreme. I finally got my answer a week later, at a point where I was being threatened with eviction sorry, due to these unexplained noise complaints. I noticed a panel in the base of my closet was ajar. I froze. The base always looked solid before, nothing loose. Curiosity got the better of me, sliding it open some more and being met with a stale, cool breeze rising up from below. Stupid, I know. I peeked my head inside, discovering a crawl space. Couldn't be more than 3 feet high, dank and covered in thick, dusty cobwebs. Scattered throughout the space were chocolate bar wrappers. It smelled like mold and sickly sweetness. I guess I was naive. I had assumed I'd find some wily raccoons, a stray cat, anything. I turned on my phone's flashlight and peered further in. There were several cushions, steeped in mold, discarded soda cans, more chocolate bar wrappers. It smelt of sugar and rank air. No scratching, no animal sounds. But deeper into the darkness, I saw them. 4 pairs of eyes squinting from the light it brought in with me. As my eyes settled, I realized what was staring back at me. 2 children sat cross-legged on the floor. They were pale, gaunt, with dark circles under their eyes, but their knees rocked with giddy excitement, their smiles smeared with chocolate. The boy let out a small giggle as his eyes met mine. Slumped against the left side was a woman. Her face was blank, her eyes unfocused, staring at everything and nothing in particular. And in the far corner, drenched in darkness, was a man, hunched on all fours, watching me intently with a calm expression. "You're finally here," he said with his voice was so soft, with a hint of malice. He gestured toward the children, who were still giggling. "The kids love playing at night. Apologies, they can get a little loud." He smirked, a small, controlled smile. From his pocket, he revealed a tiny glass bottle. "I've been helping you, though. You're a sound sleeper when you're properly dosed." My blood ran cold as as the cramped, rank space I peeked my head into began to spin. "You've been drugging me?" He shrugged, nonchalant, then gestured toward the woman slumped in the corner. "My wife doesn't talk much these days, but she enjoys the company." The woman didn't react to being addressed. Something cold brushed against my hand. The little girl was crouched next to me, her fingers icy as she had tugged at my fingers. Her eyes were as wide as she stared up at me, her smile never fading. "You want to play?" I scrambled backwards out of the crawlspace before slumping back in a daze. My limbs felt like lead, my vision blurry. I heard the children let out a disappointed cries as the man's face peeked out from the crawlspace, half hidden in shadow. "Don't worry," he whispered, his voice dripping with menace. "You'll love it here. We all do. Don't we, kids?" High-pitched cheers echoed out. That's the last thing I remember. The sound of happy children and the man's toothy grin rearing up from underneath. And you know what? He wasn't wrong. A difficult transition, as all things are. Didn't sleep the first week, and now I sleep all day. Probably sugar crashing, to be honest. Now, I love it here. I've grown fond of the kids and their games. I've come to learn that the wife is called Margaret, and she isn't officially his wife. Sometimes her eyes follow me, and she'll mumble something incoherent, like she has something to tell me. But it comes out twisted. Generally, she's quiet, but I enjoy her company. Mrs. Reed doesn't complain anymore. In fact, I haven't seen her in days. I'm sure she'll understand eventually, just like I did. Anyway, the apartment's finally prepped for a new tenant. 550 p.m. Yeah, 550 per month. A really great bargain in this area, especially with such quiet neighbors. Inquire below. We can't wait to meet you. That's not disturbing at all.